So the next morning we got up bright and early, got ourselves organised and headed out to go and book our tickets for Top of the Rock. We had planned in advance vaguely what we were going to do each day, and initially our plan had been to do the Natural History Museum on the Tuesday. However, just before we left we checked the weather forecast and we realised that Thursday was going to be rain all day, which I will get to in the next vlog. But it was going to be rain all day, so we decided that we were not going to bother going on the Tuesday. We would just save the Natural History Museum for Thursday so that we could be indoors all day. And on the Tuesday we decided that we wanted to book our tickets to go to Top of the Rock again. Good morning! Look where I am! Well, I don't know if you'll be able— oh, hold on. You'll know. Why am I saying that as if you don't know where I am? We're in New York! Say hey! So, I've mentioned plenty times that Rosie and I were coming back to New York, and now we're here, which I actually can't get my head around. We arrived yesterday. You'll have seen various bits of vlog footage from yesterday. Oh gosh, my hair's getting blasted about in the wind. But you'll have seen various bits of footage from yesterday, but I didn't actually film any chatty bits to the vlog yesterday. Look at this. Everywhere you look, there's beautiful, beautiful things. No. So, we are on our way to Top of the Rock, are we? Yes, we are. We're going to Top of the Rock just now.
The main bit with the Atlas statue, holding up the world.
I'm going to just film that for you.
Let's get some clean glass out if you walk by it.
Look at him, shining. It's beautiful. We wandered along to the Rockefeller Center, headed inside to book our tickets, and then on the way back out we made our way to Magnolia Bakery for a very healthy breakfast. Those of you who watched my London vlog will have experienced the fact that when we go on holiday we think that cake is an acceptable form of food at any time of day. So this happened again. We went to Magnolia, we picked up a couple of cupcakes and we decided that that was what we were having for our brunch. Look! Christmas decorations! How beautiful is this? There's Rosie and she's starting her vlog. Rosie's just started her vlog, she's vlogging in the background. And we are standing outside the Radio City ticket office bit. Look at these beautiful posters and pretty Christmas decorations. Even though it's only October, there's Christmas decorations getting started and it's lovely. So we just got our tickets for Top of the Rock and we're going to go up later today, and now we are going to go and investigate something to eat, and then who knows? Well, I know, but you'll find out soon. Since our plans had changed a little bit that day, we decided that we would make our way along to Grand Central Station, one of my favourite places in the whole world. And en route to that we stopped off in the haven of beautiful bath products that is Bath & Body Works, and we spent a long time browsing the range in there this time. We were in Bath & Body Works for a long time the last time, but this took the biscuit. We were in there for ages because all of the autumn winter stuff, guys, the packaging. These people are geniuses, because not only does the stuff smell great, but the packaging is so pretty that you genuinely want to buy everything in the shop just to line it up in your house. We left Bath & Body Works, they were actually really great. Here's another small tip. We're talking to the girl about the stuff that we were interested in. We were like, at this point it was still 11 o'clock, we still had the rest of the day ahead of us, and we'd mentioned that we really just didn't want to be carrying heavy bags around with us. There were a couple of shower gels and sort of body creams that I wanted to buy, and Rosie wanted to buy some of those things plus a candle, so these things were heavy and we didn't want to be lugging them about all day, and the girl was fantastic and basically said, look, if you want to buy your stuff just now, we'll keep it for you. We'll put a name and telephone number and all that on the bag, and we'll keep it for you, and you can come back. As long as you come back today, you can come back anytime and collect them. So that was great, because it meant that we didn't have to worry about things selling out, because there were a couple of sale things I wanted that I thought, I don't want them to go. So that was really helpful, and they were really lovely in there. The staff in there generally are really nice. So that is the one that is on, I want to say it's on Lexington, just round the corner from Grand Central Station. So if you are going to Bath & Body Works, I'd recommend that one, because we've been in that one a couple of times now and it's lovely. So after that we headed into the station, and I got hit with that huge wave of joy that I got hit with the last time when I walked in and looked around that spectacular station. look where we are. I'm sure you remember, well, I say that, if you watched my last New York vlogs, I'm sure you remember my ridiculous excitement the last time we walked into this building. Just as excited this time, not gonna lie. Grand Central Station is one of the most beautiful places that I've ever been in my life, and I don't know that I could ever walk in here and not feel like, do you think you could ever walk in here and just be like, nah, I'm just in Grand Central Station, it's totally normal?
This is what I was saying to Lynsey earlier, like when I went to school I used to see the train in, and I went through Glasgow Central Station, and like every day I was just like, yeah, whatever, that's your routine. And I was like, do you think anyone comes here and if you go to school or whatever, you go to work and you have to come through this station on a daily basis?
Is that the does it ever stop being this special? I hope it does, but I'll do a quick pan again just to let you see, because everything is just stunning. We made our way downstairs to where there's a sort of food court area and there's lots of tables, and we parked ourselves down at a table to have a bit of a break and eat our wonderful cupcakes from Magnolia. So this is technically breakfast, which is really bad, but that's fine. I have a vanilla cupcake from, I nearly said Bath & Body Works, not from Bath & Body Works, that would be interesting. I've got a vanilla cupcake from Magnolia Bakery, which, as you've seen the lid of the box, which I now can't close, little logo there. And I also have a cookie, but I'm only going to eat one of these things at the moment. Look at Roisin's.
Bought purely for the aesthetics. I don't even know what the flavour is, but it was called confetti, and I was like, yes,
yes, I will have that. Look at how cute it is. I am excited to eat these. So we are gonna have something to eat, and then I think at this point it is 6 minutes past 12. The next library tour that we can take is at 2 o'clock, so we're gonna aim for that. So we've got like best part of 2 hours until that to do some more wandering, and we will keep you updated with our travels as we go. After that, it was time for the library tour, which I was really excited about. We went to the library the last time and just had a bit of a wander, but this time we wanted to actually do the tour to find out a lot about the history of the building and the people that have been involved in it over the years and what the different sort of rooms have in them, because there's lots of the rooms that you can't actually go into unless you're like studying or whatever, and so we wanted to do that. We planned on that in advance, and we decided that since we were skipping the museum that day, that's what we would do with our afternoon. We headed along towards the library, we stopped in at a couple of shops, popped into another Sephora en route, and then got there probably about half an hour before the tour was due to start. As you'll just have seen from the shots of us walking towards it, it's just the most beautiful building. I absolutely love it, and we're going to go in and do the tour, so I'm very excited for that. We're a bit early, I think. What time is it? Maybe not, it's maybe later than I thought. Okay, we're going to head in. I'm very excited, and I'll show you what we see once we're in there. So we had some time before it started. We took some pictures outside where there was a beautiful blue sky at that point. And then we headed in and went through the library shop, which is a beautiful bookshop and lots of little like cute knickknacks. So we spent some time looking at that before it was time to go on the tour. The tour was fantastic. If you are someone who is interested in books and in like old buildings, that's the kind of thing that you'll really enjoy. Obviously, if that's not your cup of tea, you'll know yourself, like you know if that's your cup of tea or not. The lady who was running the tour was lovely and so informative, and had obviously been there for so long. She just like could answer anything. She was amazing, and we got to see some incredible rooms. There were some of the rooms that you weren't actually allowed to take video or photos or whatever in, so I couldn't sort of take clips of all of it, but I hope that you have liked the bits that you've seen. After we got out of there, it was getting towards the time that we knew we had to head to Top of the Rock, we booked our tickets for 5:30, so we wanted to be there for like 5:15. So we decided that what we would do is just head back along to Bath and Body Works, pick up our stuff, and then make our way back to our hotel, drop off the stuff, get ourselves freshened up again, and then make our way back to the Rockefeller. Our hotel had a little sort of like rooftop seating area that you could head up to if you wanted to use it. I think in the summer that would be something that would be really lovely. Obviously it was quite cold when we were there, so we weren't going to sit out in it, but we wanted to see what it was like. So we dumped our stuff, got ourselves kind of organised, and then made our way up to have a look at the little rooftop area. So we're heading back to Top of the Rock very shortly, but we've just come up to our little rooftop, it's not specifically ours, but the hotel that we're staying in has a little rooftop that you can come up to and have a look around. It's so good for the money that we're paying for it, honestly. Like, we last time got very lucky and we stayed in a huge room for the 4 of us. This time there's only the 2 of us, and so we're staying in a much smaller room, to the point that it's like minute. And we were, you know, you don't know what to expect. People put very positive reviews on, and so we were going by that, but it's great. I really like this hotel. I feel like it's perfect for what we're using it for. We're really just sleeping and showering here, and it's great. And this rooftop bit is very cute. I imagine on a warmer day it would be lovely to sit here. Apparently I got a message from my aunt today to say that this hotel and the other one, there's pod 39 as well. This is pod 51 and pod 39. The 2 of them were listed in the top 20 places to stay in New York in the Times this week, so that's pretty good to know. But yeah, next time you see us we'll be on our way up to Top of the Rock, so I will talk to you then. After that we made our way back to the Rockefeller and up once again to Top of the Rock, which, as I say, if you've watched my last New York vlogs, you will know how much I adored Top of the Rock, and it's definitely something that I think I would probably do every time that I went, which sounds probably ridiculous because you'll go, there's so much to see in New York, why would you repeat things, but I can't explain how much I love that view. And it's cold and you are very high up, but I just think it's completely worth it. Went for sunset, and that's a view that I'll never forget, and I'm so glad that I've got like photographic and video evidence of it, but I've got a picture of it in my own head, because no photo can really tell you how beautiful this was. Hi guys, so we're up at Top of the Rock. I don't even know if you're going to be able to hear me right now because it's quite breezy. I'm looking pretty windswept, so we're just going to go with that as the look of the day. But it's so beautiful up here. We've come up just at the right time for the sunset. I mean, look at it. It's just beautiful up here right now. The lights are all starting to come on in the buildings, which is just such perfect timing. I could not, I talked about this in my last vlog, or my last trip to New York vlog. Top of the Rock is something that I definitely recommend doing. It's the most spectacular view, and I'm so happy right now. I'm so cold. Also, bring gloves. Always bring gloves, because there's, and a hat. Recommendations from lots of people: bring gloves and a hat, because it's cold, but it's beautiful. Look at this! It will never cease to amaze me how beautiful it looks. We are admitting defeat. How cold is it?
It's beautiful though. You must come up here.
But be prepared.
Just bring
for the freezingness.
Hat and gloves.
All of the layers. Yeah, we're giving up now. We've been up here for a good while though, so we've done well. After that it was time for some dinner, and we had scheduled in, this is another repeat, there were a few things that we repeated because we just couldn't help ourselves. Hi guys, so we have emerged from Top of the Rock. We're now slightly warmer, but not all that warmer because we're still outside. We are waiting in the queue outside Ellen's Diner. We're going in for dinner, which I'm so excited about. I don't know how long we're going to be in this queue for, it's quite long. I'm going to head in, and our thoughts at the moment are starters and desserts. Are we still thinking this?
Yeah, although I am a lot hungrier than I was even going up to the Top of the Rock, but starter portions are massive, so...
Ellen's Stardust Diner is a diner just off Times Square with singing waitstaff, and we really enjoy, like, the people who work there are so insanely talented, and so many of them go on to be big Broadway stars, and so we really wanted to go back. We loved it the first time, and it was just as amazing this time. I'll insert a few clips. I'm always a bit wary of putting too many in case copyright jumps on me, but I'll insert a few clips just now just to let you see some of these people because they are amazing. had another wander in Times Square. We wandered into the Disney store, spent a little bit of time in there. That was a lot of fun. It's a beautiful shop. So that was really nice. I'm glad that we took the time to actually go in and have a proper walk around. And then it was time to head home to bed. It was quite late by then. We were both absolutely shattered and looking forward to another good sleep. I had the healthiest of dinners. I had potato skins with macaroni cheese in it. Can't lie, it was wonderful. Followed by an ice cream sundae. Roisin, what did you have?
I had mozzarella bites and then followed that with a waffle with ice cream, and it was great.
We very much enjoyed our dinner. More so, we enjoyed the entertainment. Some very talented people that I will talk to you about at a later date. One in particular, who's my new fave.
Absolutely.
Now listen to that tone and you might understand what that means. Not being, oh yeah, we're gonna go into Sephora.
Sorry.
I'll tell you about Adam shortly. But yeah.
Also Nick.
Also Nick. So that is it for my first installment of our New York vlog this time. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I will leave a link in the description box down below to my last New York vlog playlist if you want to check them out. If you've enjoyed this one, you haven't seen them. If you do want to see the next installment, remember to hit that subscribe button. And please do give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it to let me know. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope that you're all doing well, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.